We want to now analyze the short-term and long-run effects of a demand shock in the ADS, where a demand shock is any exogenous change in aggregate demand. So now let's suppose we start an initial equilibrium at point A, where output is at full employment level, potential level, or natural level of output, which is at the intersection of all the three curves, our ED curve, our short-run aggregate supply curve, and a long-run aggregate supply curve. Now, a positive demand shock will shift the ED curve to the right from AD to AD prime. So now let's look at the short-run effects where we know in the short-run expected price level is given. Now the new short-run equilibrium will be at point B at the intersection of the new ED curve and the unchanged short-run aggregate supply. This will result in an increase in output to Y2 above the full employment level. So we have an inflationary gap Y2 minus Y star. And we can see we have an increase in actual price level from P1 to P2. Now, if you look at the transition process, so we know in the new short-run equilibrium at point B, output is above the potential level of output, which means the price level is higher than expected, which will cause weight setters to revise upwards their expectation of what the price level will be in the future. So over time, the expected price level will increase. So the short-run aggregate supply curve will shift to the left. And it will stop shifting once the economy reaches the long-run equilibrium with output back at potential level. At that point, price will be equal to the expected price level again. In this transition process, the actual price level increases from P2 to P3 and output falls back to the potential level. Now, the new long-run equilibrium is given at point C at intersection of the unchanged long-run aggregate supply curve and the new ED curve. As compared to the initial equilibrium we started with at point A, we can see that at C, the price level is higher, is at P3, and output is unchanged. Y is back to potential level of output or full employment level of output. So the economy returns to the natural level of output in the long run, but to the higher price level.